I used to hate romance anime. It was always the same drawn out will they or won't they garbage that you know they're gonna end up together. I don't want to see two people miscommunicate for 9 seasons straight, dog. Get to the point. Thankfully, that's not what we're doing today. No, today, we are looking at 8 romance anime to see which of the couples are most likely to break up. Because we all know they're gonna end up together. That's not the point. The question is whether they'll stay together. For reference, this is the list of anime we're watching. There were 8 romance anime last season. 8! That's a lot. So here's how it's gonna work. I am only watching the first 3 episodes of each show no matter what. Anime fans have this ancient rule that watching the first 3 episodes is enough for you to pass judgment on it. And I mean, we're already used to judging couples without context. This is just the anime version of that. This is also here so I'm not watching 8 full romance anime in a row. Frankly, days with my stepsister. I'd rather spend days with a 12-gauge shotgun in my mouth. Let's get started. So we follow this guy called Yuta who lives with his divorced dad. His dad meets a woman at a bar and they decide to get married right then and there. If that isn't true love, it is very poor decision making. So Yuta's new stepmom has a daughter named Saki, and contrary to every standard in media, they do not start fucking at frame 1. Instead, they hit us with this line. They start making fun of step-sibling relationships, and at first I thought this was friendly fire, but the more I watched the show, the more I realized that Days with My Stepsister is literally Yuta spending days with his stepsister. Nothing raunchy, nothing maniacal, just talking and eating. The reason is because both Yuta and Saki vowed to keep an amicable friendship, never getting too close or too angry at each other, not getting into fights or arguing, all for the sake of their parents who've both had to endure a struggling divorce. That is so sweet. What the fuck? I have never seen romance characters act this way. Typically, it's a bunch of loud, obnoxious teens going, not there. I'm too sensitive. I know it's your first time, but this is for your own good. And it's just her getting a flu shot or something. You don't get that here. And both characters are at the age where they can think for others and act like adults. So deciding to be friendly with each other to keep their family together is such a mature decision to make. This lasts for like 2 episodes. By episode 3, you can already see their imaginary walls breaking down as Saki starts developing feelings for Yuta. And her reason is because Yuta understands her too well. Listen, ma'am, I get that you have 0 friends, and I totally get it. Kiko-chan from Stepsister Shock the Moe game understands me to my very soul and being. But we gotta be better than this. This sounds stupid, but it's boring in a nice way. It's very adult, and adult conversations are boring. I did not expect this from an anime called Days with My Stepsister. It's very grounded and realistic. So let's return the favor by being as realistic as possible. They ain't gonna last, bro. I can see them ending up together as we've stated at the start, and I can see them being in a relationship for a very long time, 4 to 5 years minimum, but I think they're almost too considerate of each other's feelings. I can see a situation where they probably lose the spark after living together for so long, but neither of them can bring themselves to break up because they're worried that if they do, it could cause a rift in their parents' relationship. The very thing they swore to uphold and keep. And just play along with my headcanon here. I think one of them is gonna cheat. Yeah, that's right. We got a little cuckoldry going on. Hey, right back to porn, baby. So yeah, they'll stay together, but out of necessity and not for love. It's sad, really. Next one. Love is Indivisible by twins, and neither is horniness. When I saw that the theme of this anime was love polygon, I knew I was in big trouble. Cause you know their asses could have written love triangle, but no, they couldn't cap the number at 3. We don't know how many players are involved. For now, it's just the main character June and codename twins next door, Rumi and Naori. The story goes like this. June is an absolute fucking nerd. He and Naori speak exclusively in references in pop culture. While Rumi seems to be the only normal person here. Okay. Never mind then. So when they were kids, Jun used to like Naori, but Naori didn't seem to like him, hence nothing happened. But all this time, while Jun was going for Naori, Rumi secretly liked Jun. From kindergarten all the way to middle school when Rumi finally confesses her love. Meanwhile, Jun, who had no prior interest in Rumi whatsoever, agrees to start going out with her. Why? I guess it's pretty much the same thing. So Jun and Rumi start dating, but that makes Naori jealous. Ooh, so she starts falling for Jun. Rumi catches that and realizes that Naori is starting to like Jun, so come high school,
もう付き合いはやめる。
なんで？
彼女としてのこれが最後のお願い。ナオリと付き合って。
And up until this point, I was rooting for Jun. Oh, but it's you who I like, Rumi. Why would I want to date your sister? Tell him, brother. Tell that crazy bitch you love her, and breaking up to date her twin is wrong. But I guess since you insist, I'll go out with Naori. Oh my fucking god. Hold me back, bro. Hold me back! Now Jun and Naori start dating, but obviously, Jun isn't into it. So when they're together and Naori is being her typical nerdy ass self geeking about whatever the fuck, Jun's not even acknowledging her, being like, huh? What did you say? I was too busy thinking about the wild sex I would have with your sister. So she gets sus. Turns out she was right, because at the end of episode 3, we find out that Jun and Rumi are still in love with each other while Jun is with Naori. This all happens in the span of 3 episodes. And I know this is breaking the rule of only watching 3, but there is a line that Jun says in episode 4 that just pissed me right off.
もっと早く本音で話していればまた違ったのか?
Yes! Brother, yes! Like any other relationship. None of this guessing what people are feeling bullshit. Everything would have been solved if you just... Wait, what was that? 180 minutes of easy cream recipes, tonight's Frappuccino home party by Miss Shortstack. Yo, this guy's my hero. Oh wait, I have to decide if they break up. Of fucking course not. Can't you tell? Both twins are extremely down bad for him. They're probably just gonna end up three-waying. Jun cannot form a single thought for himself. He seems to be persuaded by everyone's words around him.
Alright, gentlemen. That was my last one, unfortunately.
Wait, no, one more.
No, I'll play one more, I bet.
Alright, bet.
So there's no way he will break up with either of them unless they bring it up. Next. This one is about a magical girl who is dumb as bricks. Byakuya started living alone after middle school, working at a 7-Eleven, an elderly home, an orphanage, a restaurant in Thailand as a chef. Man, thank you, Miss Anne. Miss Anne, say your last name for me again. Yeah! And now, as a magical girl. But all of her income is funneled to this cat Yakuza who continues to exploit her and force her to do fucked up shit. Enter the lieutenant, Shun. Shun is the vice president, the right-hand man to the king of evil, and is the most feared person in all of evilness. His only weakness? The same fucked up shit the cat's forcing Byakuya to do. But Shun genuinely cares for her, so every time they meet, he finds a way to give Byakuya either a sweet little snack or a year's worth of rice because she isn't eating well. Byakuya also returns the favor by putting a tiny flower in his coat. The rest of the series, I'm assuming, is them trying to meet with each other while not alerting the attention of the super evil organization that Shun works for. Because mind you, they just think he's out there doing his absolute hardest to stop this 4'6" magical girl. You wanna know how to stop her? You do one of these. So the question we've all been waiting for, are they gonna break up? No, they'll stay together. It's very sweet. I love their dynamic. The only caveat I see happening is that sooner or later the Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated will find out, and they're gonna try to put an end to Shun's secret relationship, Romeo and Juliet style. The only solution? They put an end to themselves, Romeo and Juliet style. Atri is next on this list, and I gotta say, if this wasn't a romance, I would have actually liked this show. This anime takes place in the future, where sea levels have risen to an absurd degree, causing the entirety of civilization to go underwater. So like, 2 years from now. We follow Natsuki, who after losing his mother to an accident, also loses his leg in the process. This forces him to resent the city life, so instead he settles back into the boonies where he grew up. Los Angeles. Here we find out that his grandma left an insanely valuable treasure behind. Let me give you a hint. It's $1 million shy of $1 million. Natsuki finds a Tesla bot that can talk.
Elon, he's a techno king.
Atri is, for lack of a better word, the compensation for a boring-ass main character. She'll tease you, get angry when you call her small, do that thing where she punches you but it doesn't actually hurt. You know, she's got a real younger sister vibe. I should not have said that, but that's the only way I can describe it. And I hate it. Every time they interact, it pauses all development we could have gotten for the story. Like, the world they're living in is infinitely more interesting than the character dynamics. Why did it submerge? What happened? Oh, there's a social divide between the people on the mainland versus the people on the islands? Ah, I see. Now they have to depend on Natsuki, who willingly chose to come back and have him teach the kids on the island about generating electricity, power, and technology. Tell me why I have to watch this guy cuddle a lolly robot. Please, tell me! Surprisingly, I would give this couple a...
Fucking break up. Record that bitch.
break up. It's giving master and slave, so you'd expect them to stay together because she literally has no choice. But that's not where my problem lies. If you think about it, his grandmother was the one who programmed Atri. That means Atri has all the things that she wanted for her grandson. Now, if you have the same traditional values and morals as your parents or relatives, good for you. I'm happy for you. But if not, Your Honor, I rest my case. Please divorce them so they focus on the plot. Now this is how you do a romance. You guys know the movie Her, where the dude tries to fuck Scarlett Johansson in the body of Alexa?
But it's quite speculative and controversial. What's your take on it?
I don't know. What are you doing later?
Takuma is your stereotypical salaryman. Depressed, perpetually and over time, alcoholic. Nothing is going well for him, so he starts falling for the one thing that resembles love in his life. Mina. Mina's only purpose is to cook and clean. Like, not in the stereotypical sense. I mean, like, she's literally born to do housekeeping. Like, not because she's a woman, I'm saying like that's her job. Like, she's supposed to do that. That's her role as a... She has two defaults. That's all she does. That's all she can do. She's a robot. Mina is a robot whose only function is to clean and cook. Cause she's a woman. I honestly kinda like it. Takuma is a bit of a weirdo, but a well-intentioned weirdo. He treats Mina like an actual woman, taking her to picnics, asks for consent. I think that's what women want. And Mina is not a robot at all, because she will see Takuma shotgun 20 beers and actually limit him by throwing the rest away. I woke up Chris Breezy. This anime also goes into some discussion about romantic relationships between humans and robots. It's an interesting topic to explore. I just don't think this is the show to base it on. I won't dwell on this any longer. I'm gonna give this one a stay together. Disclaimer. I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes yapping hard, because this next anime had me fuming. Not from anything the anime did, but from how close-minded people are to anything that isn't a boy and a girl falling in love. Senpai is an Otokonoko. Some of you normal people probably don't know what that is. Let me explain. Have you seen this meme? I just wanna get high with my lover. Kiss, kiss. It's pretty much a guy who dresses as a girl.
Why are you so fucking ugly, bro?
So this anime is about this girl who confesses to her senior she has a crush on, only to find that she is actually a guy who likes cross-dressing. And apparently that's when a large group of people stopped watching the show. Admittedly, this is a smaller population of a wider, more accepting demographic. I'm honestly quite happy that more people have working brains, because this anime is so much more than a gay love triangle with cross-dressing. In just 3 episodes, it talks about gender identity, pretty gay, I know, but it also talks about the influence of authoritative figures in one's development, pretty gay, I know. In this case, Makoto, the main character, has a very emotionally abusive mom who would flip at the thought of him liking anything feminine. Pink? You said you like pink? What are you, gay? You should go kill yourself for liking pink. That's not what boys like. Have a dinosaur, you fucking twin. That's pretty much what she says. I'm paraphrasing. Meanwhile, Makoto's dad is the total opposite. He's quite supportive of Makoto, saying, well, if that's what you think you like, then you should explore that. And so what he does is that he enrolls him in his friend's school where he's allowed to dress as a girl. So you have these conflicting ideas from two of the most influential people in his life, resulting in Makoto living double lives. One as a girl in school, and one as a guy at home. And if you can imagine, that can absolutely fuck a kid's idea of who they are. Add this to the fact that when Makoto dresses up in school, he's treated poorly by everyone. But the second he changes his demeanor and acts like a guy, the whole school is suddenly in love with him. Now it begs the question, does your appearance dictate what people think of you, even though you as a person haven't changed at all? Because Makoto is still helping his classmates, taking ankles in basketball, he's just wearing a different Fortnite skin, but he's treated vastly different depending on his looks. This anime has such deep concepts to explore, but people want to chalk it off as a gay show and binge JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And the crazy thing is, Makoto isn't even gay! We don't know his sexual orientation. Sure, he has guys and girls falling for him, but we still don't know, I don't know because I only watched 3 episodes, who he actually likes. Is it the girl? Is it his guy best friend? Is it neither? Is he aromantic? No one knows. So why are y'all so scared of watching something that's slightly outside your tiny ass comfort zone? And to prove that you can still be straight and watch this anime, I went ahead and booted my PC, pulled my pants down, sat on my ass, and started violently jerking off. So the main couple that this anime is pushing so far is Makoto and the girl. Based on this fact, I can confirm that they're gonna break up. At the end of episode 3, Makoto is reaffirmed by her that it's okay to dress like a girl as long as he enjoys it, which leads to Makoto's heart fluttering with joy, so we assume he falls for her there. But I don't buy it. Pretty soon, I think he's gonna realize that she was never who he really loved. Sure, she helped him out, get out of his shell, and be more confident in who he is, but attraction is a different issue. What I'm trying to get at is, Makoto loves something else. He loves someone else. It's the guy best friend all along. Get fucked, you gay lord. You just watched a gay anime. Alya hides her feelings and missile codes in Russian. So Alya is this new transfer student from Russia, and she has a thing for our MC, Kuze. But Alya is a massive wimp, so instead of telling him how she feels, she confesses her love for him in Russian. Cute. Plot twist. He speaks Russian! Suka, 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 blah, boo, 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 boo. The backstory is that when he was a kid, Kuze used to play with this Russian girl he had a crush on, so in order to talk to her, he learned an entire language. Girls, if your man isn't learning an entire language just to communicate with you, does he really care? Where's his C2 level TOEFL, huh? Your man got a TOEFL? Tell him to do better. Now, if you're not wondering why there's more than one Russian in this Japanese neighborhood, I am. That's one too many foreigners in Japan. It is my duty, my responsibility as a foreigner not living in Japan to tell Japanese people how they should feel about this. Don't worry, Nippon. Or should I say, Daijobu, my nakamas. Coincidentally, Alya also has an older sister who studies at the same school, and she's Russian. Now, wouldn't it be funny if her older sister was the one Kuze fell in love with? Holy shit, not again. At the end of episode 3, we get a very obvious hint that Kuze's former Russian crush was actually Alya's older sister, which makes a hell of a lot more sense now as to why there's more than one Russian. You know what? I find it more realistic that there was just a Russian-Japanese family who decided to live there and raise their kids. Perfectly normal. What I can't accept is the fact that the MC's sister has to be involved in any of this. Why do we always have to involve siblings? Is it to be different? Is it to stand out from everyone else? Bro, all of you are doing the same thing. It's not even different anymore. It's a fucking trope. Alabama was funny because it was weird. Now it's the capital city of every romance anime. That aside, I actually think this is a pretty good show. I think the premise of the show is cute because who expects a 16-year-old weeb to know Russian? Now that I think about it, we basically did the same thing but with Japanese. Kuze is genuinely a cool guy. He doesn't take things too seriously, but he also knows when people need him to be. Alya is just a sweetheart who wants to be the best person she can be. Her sister seems like a nice girl. Kuze's sister is weird as fuck. With all that being said, we've seen threesomes with sisters end well. In this case, it's not gonna work. Alya has no chance against her competition, bruh. One is her own sister who taught him Russian because he so desperately liked her. Not to mention, her other competitor is his sister who can confidently ride her brother cowgirl first thing in the morning. It's over, buddy. You never stood a chance. Here we go. Last show. I am so sick and tired of the traditional school setting in romance, and while this anime does happen in a school, I don't know, the way the school just doesn't function normally is so refreshing. The teachers here don't give a fuck about work. There's the horny nurse who says this.
だって体位じゃない体勢からして自然と天井が視界に入るもの
この人頭おかしい。
It doesn't feel like a real school, more of a background setting for the characters to get into weird situations. Our MC, Joe, is a certified gossip girl. All he does is butt into everyone's relationships for his own entertainment. Hey, that's what I'm doing. One day, he catches this girl, Anna, breaking up with her boyfriend. The reason is because he's in love with her best friend. She tells him to go for her, and when the guy leaves, that's his straw. She's just like you guys for real. Elsewhere, we have Lemon, who falls for every white-haired guy ever. He clearly likes someone else, but when Lemon decides to confess to him, this happens.
俺彼女いますよ。俺彼女いますよ。
In episode 3, this girl Chika, who's in Joe's literature club, has a massive crush on the president. So when she confesses her feelings to him, and we probably know what's gonna happen. Are we on the same page? We get the show now? We understand Too Many Losing Heroines title? There's just something about a group of people that are all equally fucked in the head. Run with the Wind, Haikyuu, Dr. Stone all have that found family vibe that I just can't get enough of. Makeine is no stranger to that, and I've enjoyed all 3 episodes I've watched so far. No notes. Actually, I have nothing to say. Who is he supposed to be dating here? Anna? Lemon? Chika? All of them? Who? This is gonna be the first friend zone tier, cause I don't think any of these girls wanna date a guy who spends his days judging couples' love lives. Imagine how big of a loser you'd have to be. And that's 8 romance anime judged by an absolute fucking loser. If it matters even a little bit to you, I think I'll continue watching Makeine, the cross-dressing one, and maybe Days with My Stepsister. Wow, what a crazy lineup. The rest I am comfortable leaving in 3-episode limbo. I do not need to watch any more than that for my sanity. Subscribe!